WC won't be diverse till we get like a Stanfield.
Exactly.
He meets all of us, then WC can get a gold star. Maybe both.
I think they try to push diversity, but it's not here. You know what I mean? Like they want to come off like they're inclusive, which is fine, but like that audience is just like not here. It's still majority white people, and it feels like it's people trying to feel better about themselves by saying they're being inclusive, if that makes any sense.
You got that hypervisibility in classrooms too. When you walk in and you're the only person of color in your classroom, and then like you can, I don't know, you can feel that. It's kind of uncomfortable.
Some people kind of don't really give a shit about the achievements or struggles of people of color on this campus, but then at the same time, like I've definitely been in classes that have talked about like POC issues, and then like the one POC and the person, people like don't directly like, what do you think? But they're like, you know, and it's like,
It feels like a club that says we welcome everybody, and they're like, yeah, we'll clap for ourselves, and it's just a room full of like white people, and they're just like, yes, yeah, we are inclusive.
Are we talking about just people of color or queer as well, or anything else?
Yeah, I think just like any underrepresentation or like hyper representation. There's no
representation. Underrepresented. It blows. Yeah. It's always so awkward. I remember when I used to walk around holding hands with my girlfriend, people would just stare, and I'd be like, that was very uncomfortable. It was like, I don't know. It's like taking a bold statement, just holding hands. Yeah.
If I see a couple and they're like LGBTQ plus, you know, and they're holding hands on campus or something, and like I do like a little, yeah, fuck yeah, but I don't know, I think that's sad where it's like you have to like cheer them on, like it's not just it's not acceptable. Yeah, it's like yeah, you go, like you're, you know, screw those standards or whatever. I just don't.
And then when you do something like queer positive, people are like annoyed that you're always talking about it, or that you're like shoving it down their throats. Where that's always what people say. They're like I'm fine with you being queer, just stop shoving it down our throats and talking about it all the time and shit. I'm like, no.
No.
Yeah. Like, we get all the white cis het stuff all the time. White people are used to being the standard, and then like they're the standard of what's okay and what's good, and then like you're not necessarily, you're not treating them like they're on a pedestal, so then they're not used to being on the same level as everybody else.
I also think faculty wants it to be hyper visible, like in admissions, and like, what is it called, recruitment or something, catalogs. But then like the sit-in last year in James All's fiasco, they don't actually care.
That'd be nice.
It's not that hard. Like, just take the sign off and then let people go pee wherever the hell they wanna. You know, or especially like when they have the single bathroom, like in Hillside, where they got the single bathroom, or like if they have any single bathrooms but it's labeled male, female, and I'm like, but it's just one stall. You go in and lock the door, no one else is in there, so why would you make it a men's or women's bathroom? Gender's a social construct. I just want to pee, you know?
It you know, it is bullshit. Like, we're talking about diversity. We're trying to like create diversity, but what does that like look like from actual people of color, actual queer people of color?
For the campus, it means building that stupid building over there that doesn't get used, and they're like, hey, a multicultural room.
Yeah, exactly.
Putting it in a weird part of campus no one can really get to.
And it doesn't do anything. They just put some turtles out and they're like, ooh, we respect people of color. They have turtles where they're from. I'm like, who are you respecting with
Look
that?
at these
who uses
tribal
that?
pictures.
The only people that use that are the business students when they have a guest speaker come over so they can wow them with their money. Like, none of us POC queer people are in there.
If they really cared, they would invite more POC people and have these people lead groups. If we hired more people from groups that were underrepresented, that would help a lot.
There are tons of educated POC out there looking for jobs, I'm sure. Like, we got this whole campus and I've only had one black professor I've only seen one black professor. Shout out to Ofole, my homeboy. We more matching shirts today. Yeah, I've only had one black professor and one Japanese professor, and that's it.
Yeah, I would say
Everybody else is white people.
I would say the only check mark we have is that we have a majority of female professors, but they are white female professors.
Yeah, trying to teach us about diversity. I hate when white people teach me about diversity. I'm okay with, I don't know. I'm okay with Dr. Leonard. Dr. Leonard was a homeboy. He knows how.
We got a name drop.
Dr. Leonard knows how to talk about stuff without taking over, you know, where you support the voices without taking over the voices. So he'll be like, here, read this, listen to this, what do you think about this? And he'll bring us books by Audre Lorde or whoever the hell, you know, and we'll listen to that and he'll be like, okay, let's talk about it. He doesn't go in there and be like, black people think this. He doesn't tell you.
Like
you know?
there's a way to be an active kind of ally to groups and be white and like still help teach about it.
We actually talk about that a lot in anthropology, and just because a lot of the stuff we read is just like old white guys wrote it, which is like you want some diversity, you want some like just difference in like opinion from different like people of different backgrounds, whatever, you know. So when we do read that kind of stuff, it's really like enlightening because a lot of it's super different from what we're kind of normally used to reading about.
There's a lot of multicultural like organizations and things like that, and I think that I work for the Cub as an AV tech, so basically I like do events, like I'm the speakers and mics, things like that, and every time there is a multicultural event, it's very like it's like people of that ethnicity putting on that. So it's like if it's like Black Women's Caucus and it's like or like a black event, it's like them putting it on. It's not like some like white person trying to put this whole thing on for a multicultural people. So I think that they're doing a pretty good job with doing it with themselves.
Ooh. Also, there are student-led conferences. There's Shaping, it's for Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. There's Vibes for Black students. There's I think it's called Cash for Latinx students. And these are like really cool fucking things. Really fucking cool things. I don't know, whatever. But so like, and the university doesn't talk about them. Like the university has no advertising. They're not like, hey, look at our this like form of leadership that our POC students are doing to like encourage other POC and encourage and empower other POC students before they even get to the college level. That's definitely something that the university could take pride in, and they aren't.
Do you think that these kind of projects to diversify our media are effective?
If they're not being shown anywhere, I don't think so. Because it's like, how are they going to do anything? Like, it might go on YouTube for, I don't know, the class to see or like a professor, but like, if it's not going to go anywhere public, then like, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah. You're right. Does it like, and who does it benefit too? Like who do you guys feel like it benefits really if it's just going to a class, for example?
I just like, I think it just goes to trying to alleviate white guilt, and like that as an emotion is already super useless. Like that's not there. No. It's, you could be doing things. You could be supporting minority-owned businesses. Like you don't also, if you are doing these things, don't go like stating it. Like just do it if you care about it. Like don't try to get cookies. Okay. But like, I think it just goes to white comfort, basically. And like, again, I can appreciate the sentiment, but I don't think it's the most productive way to go about it.
I think like how you were saying earlier is focusing on like,
I'm sorry, not just white comfort. And like we've been focusing on POC issues, but white comfort, able-bodied comfort, neurotypical comfort, cisgender comfort, straight comfort, all the citizen comfort, like immigration status, wealth, like all of these different things. You need to be looking at all these things at the same time.
I don't know, what I was getting from what you're saying was that actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess I would lie on like the justice side of things more than just like
Yeah.
a visual or like a media representation of,
Exactly.
you know, more
Yes.
or
Do
something.
stuff.
Yeah.
Don't just like be our stupid ass president and be like, okay, we'll listen to your demands, and then I'll just keep taking a bunch of money and then cut your programs and not listen to your demands at all. Goddamn Kurt Schultz.
Peyton, yeah, going off of what Peyton said, like it's just for a class, like it's not going to be shown anywhere, and even the students aren't going to watch the video. They're probably just going to leave a "oh, good job" comment, and that's it. Like that's what they're going to be doing. But if they were to like show it on the WC website or whatever, it wouldn't be an accurate representation. Like, you know, just show how it really is, not just be pulling a random person of color out of the mall and saying, "Oh, I'm doing a video off of diversity. Would you want to be in this?" Like, no, you're not gonna be. It's not a real representation of it.
And also, like, if you're, say, like, you're a white person, or like you're just somebody who surrounds yourself with like people of the same ethnicity as you, which like out of circumstance or just like maybe like unconsciously you do it, it's also like that's not productive. That's not a productive assignment. Like, you have a lot of multicultural friends that you can draw from, and like I'm happy to do it, at least because you're great, and because I'm obviously passionate about this, whatever. But like, if you're somebody who just surrounds yourself in the same ethnicity or race as you, then like it's entirely tokenizing. Like, you're gonna do. You said Jim said that it gives people license to just grab like a random POC off the street. That's exactly what you're gonna do, because you don't have anything else, and you're probably not gonna legitimately care about it. You're just trying to get this assignment done. And I like understand and appreciate the sentiment. It's great, but also it's not the most productive. Like, in that case, I don't know. I said this earlier, like, it'd be really good. There's a whole lot of media out there that does have, that like does celebrate representation and diversity, not just POC, but like disability, gender, sexual orientation. There's a whole lot out there. Like, find it and then critique it.
I feel like it's a constant effort. Like, we need to be making a constant effort to include all of these different groups, because not because just, you know, we should do that, that's what we should be doing, but that's because that's, you know, life. Like, that's peace, in my opinion. Like, everyone having equal opportunities and stuff like that, not having to like be scared when they walk on the street, you know, at night, or like during the day, or holding hands, you know, that kind of stuff.